So you guys help yourself to any waters or sparkling water over here. Guys online, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. We are going to get all situated. All right, guys. Well, I'm holding the computer. I usually have a separate video guy, but for today, I'm going to be holding this and managing this and talking to you and to the online group. If this is your first time here, we do this twice a month. And the purpose of this group is to help entrepreneurs think like marketers. That's the acronym of BAM, is be a marketer, because we believe the better that you can get at marketing, the better that you can get at sales and really make the big impact that you want to get. So that's the whole purpose of this. Today, we're going to be talking about a unique topic, which is how to grow your business without spending a dime on ads, even when the economy is doing a best impression of a sinking ship. Now, we still use ads, and ads are great, but we wanted to come at it a different approach and just share some different ways that you can grow without ads. And while we're here, if you guys take any pictures or want to do any fun selfies here, you're welcome to, and make sure you tag Genie Rocket Results in it. And we will highlight you guys. But what we're going to do is first start with introductions. So we're going to go around the room, and I'd like to get your name, your business name, and then what is your current biggest marketing challenge that you're faced with? Ronnie, you want to kick us off? You knew it was coming to you. And then you guys online, if you want to jump in chat and answer those questions here too.
Hey, I'm Mike. I'm a marketing agency called Ron's Results. And really the focus is just drilling down to kind of who's our end user, who are you talking to, what language do they speak, what do they actually want. And my focus is in copywriting, so writing stuff particularly to them, whether that's an ad campaign, email marketing campaign, a website design that is focused on your particular avatar and your target market. What was the other question?
Biggest marketing challenge.
Biggest marketing challenge. That's a good question.
What is the marketer's biggest marketing challenge?
Yeah. Getting people to trust you when they've been burned by previous bad marketers or people that just wanted to get their money and run.
Good. Yep.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nolan Saffery. My company is GFC Creative. I help business owners build and grow their brand recognition with their current potential clients. And I specifically work with visionary leaders to instill a premium in the brand and make it so it matters. Right now, my crusade is to tie all of my touch points together so that they all resonate with that message so that it scales as quickly as possible as I start investing in more paid social, paid SEO, and things like that.
Cool. And was that your biggest marketing challenge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome.
I'm sorry. So, was there a specific?
You're going to sing your favorite song. So name, business name, biggest marketing challenge.
I'm every woman. Okay. It's not really my favorite. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. What am I doing?
Name, business name, and biggest marketing challenge.
Okay. Ryman Peters, Modern Acupuncture, HTO. Biggest marketing challenge. Really is having a format where I can really get the information out to people and get them to understand what it is we do, more on the acupuncture side.
Yeah.
The T comes naturally.
Yeah, T comes naturally. Acupuncture, a little more explaining to do. Awesome.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is David. I work with a company called Metrolite Solutions. We help build business brands to help you get noticed so you can get that revenue. Biggest marketing challenge is find qualified clients.
Yeah. Good. I think we can all resonate with that, right?
Good afternoon. I'm Joe Heikkinen with Sales Geek Texas, and we are a company that takes the marketing leads that are generated through great programs like BAM and helps convert that into revenue. Awesome. That's what we do. And biggest marketing challenge for me is converting a very large funnel quickly and rapidly into a funnel that can actually turn over into revenue. Yeah.
Are you on that? Some acrobatics.
My name is Andrew Cummins. I work for an online company called Online Land Hub LLC, and we sell rural tracts of undeveloped land all throughout the southeast United States. Ideally, we connect people with raw property, if they want a homestead or, really the sky's the limit. It depends on them, their vision. It's very unrestricted property. But our biggest issue right now, as far as marketing goes, is sifting through. We get a lot of leads, but sifting through the large breadth of leads and finding the high quality leads that are going to be, on retainer with us for, until they satisfy their contract. So that's kind of our number one issue right now.
That's good. Hop over here first.
My name is Steven Schwartz. I'm with Pathfinders Academic Consulting. I am a therapeutic educational consultant and executive function coach. My biggest challenge right now is probably passive lead generation.
There you go.
David Adams Speaks LLC. I'm a certified high performance coach. And what is my number one marketing concern? More clients, baby. That's it. One-to-one, and then expanding more of the group clients and attracting more of those into the business.
Love it. Very good.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rollins. I work for the retirement plan company. We're a business retirement plan consultancy. So we do 401ks, pension plans, those kinds of things. My personal biggest retirement marketing challenge is yes. Our marketing person just left. And so it's kind of now up to us to kind of fill in the gaps. And so I'm looking for ideas on how to continue marketing and selling and consulting all at the same time.
Boom, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
I think we can help you. Awesome. Those of you online too, you can put in chat if you want to do any of this. So the next thing that we're going to do is a little bit different. I actually learned this from a friend, and it's called Going Big. And BIG stands for beginning in gratitude. So I want you guys to turn to the person next to you as close as you can. And I want you to tell them something that you are thankful for today. Before we get started, we're going to begin today in gratitude. So find someone next to you, or Nolan, you can double down. What you are thankful for. Hey, you guys online, if you can hear me and see me okay. Thanks for joining online. We got a good room in here in person. If you want to jump on chat too and say what you are thankful or grateful for today, would be awesome. Thank you guys for being here. We'll kind of go into the teaching here in just a minute. We got a really great session for you, so make sure you hang to the very end. It is going to be a great one. All right, guys, start to wrap up the conversations. I know we're all grateful for so many things. It's hard to know when to stop. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna jump in. Let me make sure sharing the right screen here. I've got to manage two screens over here. Okay, this is the one you're supposed to see, beginning gratitude. We already did that one. So the next thing we're going to talk about is mindset. And I'm actually going to change how I'm sharing screens here since I'm doing this all at once. I'd rather just do it from one place and not two. There we go. Okay, so the first thing when we talk about growth, whether that's like ads, whatever tactic, it really is about the mindset, and which is how we think. How many of you guys have heard of Napoleon Hill before? A few of us in here? What's the big book that everyone references with Napoleon Hill? Think and Grow Rich. That's right. Outwitting the Devil is an amazing one. If you haven't read that one too, that's good. So what we want to do is whenever we talk about mindset is, there's something that Napoleon Hill talks about, which is a positive mental attitude, or PMA for short. And I know we've all heard this before, but I think when we talk about like the downturn economy and how things are going south and people aren't buying, I'm sure, Joe, you hear this all the time with the salespeople you train. It's like, no one's picking up their phone or no one's buying and things are hard. It's lots of complaining. But when we have this positive mental attitude, that's the first thing that we need so we can actually help attract the good prospects and the good things into our life. So he talks about it being crucial for achieving goals and overcoming obstacles. And specifically, here are the top reasons why having a positive mental attitude are critical. He talks about it being the foundation of success. Without it, even the best strategies or plans are likely to fail. He talks about having a positive mental attitude attracts opportunities, people, and resources that align with your goals, makes you more resilient and open to solutions when challenges arise. It helps influence action. And he stresses that the thoughts shape actions when you maintain a positive mental attitude, and you're likely to take productive and proactive steps towards your goals. I don't know about you guys, but those are some pretty amazing outcomes just from mindset, right? Like you can't go and buy a prescription drug that can give you these kind of results, right? This is all happening in your head. A couple more is overcoming defeat. One of his famous quotes is, every adversity, every failure, and every heartbreak carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. He believes that a positive mental attitude helps you see setbacks as learning opportunities rather than roadblocks. And the power of belief. He'll also highlight the power of belief and self-confidence, stating that a positive attitude strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve success. And in essence, Napoleon Hill advocates that a positive mental attitude is not just important, it's essential for unlocking the full potential of your mind and realizing your aspirations. So there's lots of books and lots of things I can show you too, and we'll go into some tactics, but I think it's so incredibly important to know whenever we're going into the different ventures that we're in, whether that's opening up a new franchise or explaining to someone what acupuncture therapy is, or taking someone to like buy a plot of land or do mindset coaching or sales, all the different programs and things that you guys do and sell. If we don't have that positive mental attitude when we show up and we're talking about that, it's only going to hinder and hurt our success, right? Like imagine showing up, like if Nolan showed up to a networking group and he was like, this just sucks. Like today's hard. No one's calling me back. All these things are going wrong. Like no one's going to want to come and hang out with Nolan and talk to him and be like, dude, can you help me in my business? We'd be like, cool, bro. I'll see you later. So we've got to be able to flip that switch and know that when we show up to our people and when we show up in environments, we have to have that positive mental attitude because it's that law of attraction, right? People are going to want to naturally come to you and have conversations. And in the back of their mind, they're going to think, man, I want what Nolan has, right? Or I want to talk to Ronnie because there's something unique that he has and I want to learn more about it. So I wanted to start with that because mindset is so important. And I actually just recorded a podcast today on this. So it's called the Think and Grow Show, ironically, Napoleon Hill. So if you guys do listen to podcasts, and if you just look up Think and Grow Show or put in my name, it's called The Power of a Positive Mental Attitude. I go a little bit deeper in this, but if you are podcast listeners, there is that. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, have you guys ever heard of the acres of diamonds? Does that phrase sound familiar? Okay, to one, awesome. 4x4 knows what it is. We've got a lot of F3 guys in here, so I'm just going to, if I call on you and it's your F3 name, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is a really cool story, and it applies to what we're going to be talking about of how to grow in a way that doesn't involve just paid ads. So I'm just going to read this. It's the term acres of diamonds comes from a metaphor in a story that Russell Conwell heard while traveling in the Middle East in 1869 or 1870. The story is about an African farmer who sells his farm to go prospecting for diamonds after hearing about other farmers who made millions from discovering diamond mines. However, the farmer is unsuccessful, eventually drowns himself in despair, And it's later discovered that the farm the farmer sold was actually one of the most productive diamond mines in Africa. The moral of the story is that people can find opportunities all around them, even in their own backyards, if they take the time to study and explore. How many times are we out there always trying to find the new people, the new leads, the new prospects, the new relationships, and we're tripping over these pennies or these dollars trying to pick up these pennies, right? And we're killing ourselves when in our own backyard, we could have everything that we need. That's the whole concept of acres of diamonds. So I hope that sticks with you. It stuck with me the first time I heard it, and I use it all the time, but just thinking about that story, the acres of diamonds. This guy sold his farm to go find diamond mines, and his farm had the diamond mines just in his backyard, but they were buried, so they were out of sight. So the question is for you in your business, what are your acres of diamonds? And what we talk about in marketing, when we talk about acres of diamonds, it's re-engaging with your existing or past customer database to generate new business where you don't have to spend money on ads, right? So if you've already generated leads, if you've already built a list, if you already have business cards, you already have contacts, there's a chance that there's still money in that list. A lot of times we make the mistake of following up once, trying to meet once, they say no, they say maybe, we move on, and we repeat, and we repeat. And then we have this whole list of people that we don't ever follow up with that could potentially have the next deal or have the next opportunity. So your customer list is a gold mine waiting to be tapped into again. That's what you remember that. So if you've built a list, that list probably still has some cash in it. And I'm going to give you some very specific tactics that you can do of how to actually wake up that list. So it's not just a theory. So I want you to leave here with some executing ideas. But why it works really well and why we love it is, if we're trying to save money on marketing, if we're doing it ourselves and we don't just want to flip on a switch on ads, which ads do work, and I do recommend, but this is a great way to be cost effective. You don't have to do any ad spend because you're reaching out to people who already know your brand. You don't have to pay for them. They're quick wins. These are warm leads, making it easier to convert them compared to cold outreach. And it can build loyalty. So staying top of mind can bring back customers who may have forgotten about you. So that's why it works well. And really, it's pretty easy to do. A couple of the easiest ways to do this, you might have heard it called like remarketing or database reactivation, is you can do personalized email campaigns. For example, you can send a "We Miss You" email offering a special discount or a free service to entice past customers back. And make sure to personalize the email with their name and previous purchase details if you want to make it even more impactful. Nothing wrong with a "We Miss You" email. And SMS marketing. How many of you guys in here do some sort of text marketing? 2? Cool. So you guys should all be doing it. Especially if you just lost your whole marketing crew or market team. That's something I would definitely jump on. But text marketing, you can offer limited time promotion to past customers who haven't engaged with your business in a while. And if you do this, make sure you use a clear call to action, like reply yes to claim your 20% discount. The cool thing about text marketing is it gets about a 99% delivery rate. With email, those marketers in the room, because we have a lot, we know that the problem can be sometimes deliverability. Like if we send this email, are they even going to get it? And if they get it, where's it going to land? And if it lands, are they even going to open it? Right? Text marketing is people see it, and yes, they might say stop, but the fact is they're going to see it. And if we make it super engaging, then they might reply to it. And that happens quick. We've done, and I'll show you some examples in a minute, but we've done some like in-person text Acres of Diamonds campaigns where I'll just sit with someone. Like if me and Nolan were sitting down and we were like, hey, how do we get people to this event? They're like, let's try this. We could say, select the entire database. And we could say, hey, first name, the next 10 people we're going to give a special gift to if you sign up to commit to this event. Just reply 1 if you'd like more information, right? Send, done. We have urgency, we've got scarcity, we've got a little bonus in there, and we're making it very easy where they just have to hit the number 1 to respond back if they want to go to the next step. So those are the type of campaigns that get really great results. You can also do some re-engagement surveys. So example, you could send out a survey asking for feedback on why they haven't purchased recently or offer a discount, thanking them for their time. And you can use that feedback to obviously improve your offerings, show customers you value their input. You can also do a seasonal or event-based reactivation. So send a holiday greeting with a special offer or tie your reactivation campaign to a specific event, like a business anniversary. And again, creating a sense of urgency by emphasizing the limited nature of the offer. You guys know Alex Hormozy? You guys know of him, read any of his books, at least heard his name? So he talks a lot about in his book called $1 Million Offers. He has one called also $1 Million Leads and about to have one called $1 Million Sales at some point. But in $1 Million Offers, he talks about the perfect trifecta for a really great offer. And I mentioned it earlier, but those three things are urgency, scarcity, and bonus. So if you're ever sending out emails or doing a text and you want really great results, like Ryman, if you want all of us in here to be in line when you open up HTO, to be the first one in there, you know, that would be something like, hey, the first 25 people during our opening at the door, you guys might already do this, are going to get like free tea for the next month. You know, something like that irresistible offer where there's scarcity, it's only this many people. There's urgency, like you need to do it now. And obviously the bonus there is like you're going to get tea for life or tea for 6 months or tea for whatever. You know, that creates the crowd rush of people there. Do any of you guys currently do that in your marketing right now? Either have you guys done a reactivation campaign before? An email out to your past list? Not yet? Okay. So here are some best practices. If you guys want to do this really well for database reactivation, acres of diamonds, waking up your past list, first thing to do is segment your list. So tailor your message based on customer behavior. This could also be like where you met people, right? So if Joe has a bunch of business cards that he got from the Chamber of Commerce, he might make that a whole separate list than people that have bought one thing from him before but haven't bought from him in a while. So he might have a different message for, hey, Chamber of Commerce friends, you've met me at some point, just wanted to let you know blank. Like I'm doing this special event or I have this special offer or I'm doing a sales training, would love for you to attend. I only have 15 spots, so just reply back with one if you want one of those spots and I'll give it to you, right? Real simple. But if you sent that message to everyone, it's not gonna hit the same. So the more specific you can get about that segmented list, where they came from, and make the offer tailored to that list, it's gonna get much better results. Personalized communication, so using their name, references, past interactions, make it relevant to their interest. If you use any sort of marketing automation tool like Genie Rocket or like other tools, you can pull people's information into that message. So you can select everybody and say, send to my entire list, but use these dynamic variables. That's where you can say like, use their first name. So it's like, hey, first name. I see you're from insert state here. So, you know, you can decide what you want to pull in and make it. Sorry, we got a dumpster back there. They're setting up for the big after party. I hope you guys are ready. It's going to be awesome. Not really. It's just garage with dumpsters. But you can make it very personalized and very fun. People know that you're not behind a phone just texting them one off. But it makes it special when you are able to add some personalized elements in it. And then automating follow-ups. So you can use email and SMS automation to schedule the initial outreach. And then what's really cool is there's some software that you can actually listen for responses and automatically respond back based on how they responded. You can even use, you know, Google has like a Google intent. So you can say, if they respond back positive versus negative, then we're going to automatically send this message back. So we've done some big campaigns before where we'll have this big message just to say, hey, if you're interested, just respond one. And we say, if they respond one, then send them down this automation. If they don't respond at all, send them that same message in 2 hours again. And then if they don't respond, send them like a breakup message, right? And that breakup message is like, hey, no big deal. This probably isn't right for you. We'll leave you alone. If we can help you in the future, let us know. But all that's automated. So you just have to push one button and they get text. It listens for their response. And then based on their response, it puts them in a category. Like that's pretty powerful. We didn't used to be able to do that. It's a big deal. And then test and optimize. You know, all of us, I know a few of us in here like know Russell Brunson, right? The funnel guy. He equates marketing to fishing a lot, which I like to use that analogy too. Marketing is just an experiment, right? There's no guaranteed, like this will always equal this, or we all wouldn't be in here right now, right? Like we're always having to learn and experiment and adjust. And so whenever you're sending out messages, try to figure out like what's working and what's not working. And then you can change the offer, change the message. Russell would tell you, you change the hook, the story, or the offer. So you're always looking at what needs to be changed. Just like fishing, right? If you go fishing, you're not guaranteed to always catch fish. And if you do, they're not always the same size in the same place, or else all the fishermen would be right there all the time, and it wouldn't even be fun. So think of marketing like fishing. We're going to always have to try some different bait on different types of hooks in different parts of the water, and we're going to catch different things. And that's marketing. You always have to be experimenting. So here's an interesting stat. It costs 5 times as much to attract a new customer than to keep an existing one. And definitely look at the spelling on this to see if ChatGPT got it right, because it's a little bit misspelled. But that's how you can tell if a graphic is misspelled. It's probably done with Chatbot GPT. But if I didn't say that, you guys probably wouldn't even know. So, but what's that? Oh, you notice right away. You're like, check, misspelled. But the fact is, it costs 5 times more to get a new customer than to keep an existing one and to grow an existing one. Joe, would you agree with me? Sales pro over here? Yeah. So when you can turn a past customer into a paying again customer and then scale them to paying a more with you customer, that's going to be way better use of your time than only just trying to get new people every time. That's why places like HTO, you guys have a rewards loyalty program. You reward the people that are spending money with you because you want the lifetime value of that client to significantly go up. Luckily, it's not a one-time purchase, or else that'd be a lot of work and frustration. But I'm sure a great percentage of your future customers are going to be repeat customers. First one's free. First one's free. Is it really? Okay. When do you open? Yeah. Have you guys had HTO? Yeah. Where's your location opening up? Okay. Okay. Yeah. New HTO owner right here. Tell your wife to keep the.
Yeah.
He knows. So I wanted to show you some really specific examples, because it's one thing for me just to like run my mouth about, hey, remarketing works and you should do it. But I'm going to show you a couple examples where some people we've worked with have tried this, just to show you results they've gotten and how it works. Is that fair? Cool. So the first one, this is pretty cool. Were you in this one with us? Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay. So we had a client come down here from California, and have you guys seen like Tony Robbins do his fire walking? So he does like the big hoorah events, and at the end they walk across like hot coals. So she is a fire walking coach, this lady that came in, and is actually higher certified than Tony Robbins to get people to walk across fiery coals. So she had an event coming up, and she was generating good leads on Facebook. Like she had Facebook leads in, and you can see like right up here, like where it says Facebook lead form. So this person came through on a Facebook lead, but she generated lots of people on her list, but the list wasn't converting. They were just sitting there. So we said, hey, what if we do like a database reactivation campaign and just email these people, use the same framework I'm telling you guys, and let's see what happens. So she just sent an email. We did this automated, and it says, hey, I've been talking to a lot of folks about what's keeping them up at night. I've heard things from being fearful about the upcoming elections, how the economy and prices are going up, and increasing stresses at home from everyday life challenges. I'd love to hear what's keeping you up at night and causing you stress. This will help me create better content to serve you, and I'll send you a free gift just for sharing your thoughts. Thanks in advance, her name. Like pretty simple. But you can see like she's offering like value, opening up the conversation, making it very personal. And this was an example of a response she got back. She'd never even talked to this person before from like Facebook lead. Good afternoon, I'm working on my identity. I was a young single mom and my identity with the title. Gave Lisa. So a little bit all over the place, but now there are so many changes in the last 18 months. I developed seizures and panic attacks. I want to thrive and excel. I'm open to suggestions. Thank you in advance. Like, that's not normal, right? But if she never sent that email that opened up that bridge of communication, she would never have gotten a response like this. That now opens that window for her to have a real conversation. And as a coach, see if she can help that person. So not only was that cool, but she got 22 responses from the same email. And guys, it was a low response rate. Like, I'm not trying to fake you guys out. Like, 90% of them responded. Only 4% of people responded. But she got 22 responses from people from spending 5 minutes crafting that message and just hitting send once. And then she has a list of 22 people now that she can go back in and have conversations with and show empathy, be a real human, and then introduce her coaching program if it's going to help solve the problems they're going through. So that's one real example. This is another one. You were here for this too, Mr. Ronnie, I think. Yes, maybe out of town. So this is cool. This guy is right next to the Texas Motor Speedway. He's from Italy, and he has like Italian racing karts, and he built them just like to race around right next to the Texas Motor Speedway in little golf carts or go-karts. Sorry, not golf carts, really fast go-karts from Italy. They're awesome. So he came in and he found out that he had like thousands of emails from the past owner that he didn't even realize. He was like, is this anything? And we were like, yes. Hold the phone. We're completely changing our strategies. Like, you don't need ads. We're just going to leverage that list, right? It was the perfect example of like database reactivation. At some point, these people have come in, given their information, and have been a customer or at least had contact with the old company. So we took that old list and we sent out this email with a picture of this fine-looking gentleman from Italy. Send a really basic email. Come check out the new and improved Lone Star Car Park. Get $10 off your next race. And this went to a landing page where people had to re-enter their information to like make sure it was legit. And then it automatically sent them a coupon. But guys, he sent this out and 43 people actually went and clicked it, went to the landing page, re-put in their information, and downloaded the coupon, which is pretty big. It's not a direct to sale, like they're not swiping their card, but there are people that are showing interest. So now again, they have a segmented list of 43 people that are expressing interest. It's like years of inactivity, and now they're woken up, they've gone to the landing page, they read this content, they've re-put in their information, and they're showing, hey, I'm ready to have a conversation. So the important takeaway from here, this is one of my favorite lines, and hopefully it strikes a chord with you, because it sure did with me, with one of my coaches, is without a plan, you will end up exactly where you're headed. Unfortunately, just getting up every morning and staying busy doesn't move us forward where we want to go, right? If we have a plan and we say, this is where I want to be, and we try to work backwards for how we're going to get there, there's a lot more likelihood we're going to get that. That doesn't guarantee success. But, like with Nolan, I bet Nolan, and I actually know because I met with him, has a great plan of where he's going, and he knows exactly how he's going to get there, and he's mapped out the steps, and he's taking action on that plan. And that also breeds kind of that air of confidence, right? We talk about that positive mental attitude. When you show up with that positivity of like, I know where I'm going, and I know how I'm going to get there, and every day I'm going to take a step in that direction. That doesn't mean that he's not going to trip and fall every once in a while, but he's not going to wake up and just complete chaos, not knowing what he's going to do or where he's going or how he's going to get there, right? So my question to you is, what's your plan, right? How are you going to continue to grow? This is for lead generation, waking up past customers. What are you going to start doing to take action on that? And, option one, obviously, is you can do nothing. You can just keep doing what you're doing. You get the same results that you're getting. And not all of us were cut out for this career of like entrepreneurship and growth, because it is hard and it is hustle, but that is an option of doing nothing. The other option is you can do it on your own. And, you know, we do encourage that quite a bit too for people that have like the grit, and a good plan on that is like working, focusing, and persisting. And you just get your written plan down and you get to work and you do it. And then the third option we like to talk about too is doing it with expert help. You can be a little bit better, a little bit faster, and a little bit stronger. And that's where we come in at Genie Rocket, where we actually have an interesting done with you solution. So if this isn't something you want to do on your own, we actually help do it with you. And we believe doing it with you is your best option because, one, you get collaborative expertise. We believe there's power when you get to come in here with experts and collaborate on solutions together, right? It's not just, I'm just going to pay a vendor to solve this problem, and I hope they don't screw it up, and I hope I make a lot of money and I get good ROI. That usually never works out. It also is a great skill transfer. When you work with an expert and you're sitting with them side by side, you get to get some of that skill for yourself and learn how they're doing it and how they're thinking. It's usually a little bit more cost effective when you're collaborating with someone and doing it a done with you solution. And it's faster implementation. So fast decision making, campaigns launched faster and effectively. And so that's what we really believe in. It's kind of like a done with you approach. So I'm going to pause for a second because this is something I'm going to introduce to you guys. It might not be for all of you, but I would feel amiss if I didn't at least present it and show you how we help people. But before that, I do want to pause just to say the big takeaway from here, if you don't get anything else, is just trying to reactivate your past customer list. Whether you're going like one-on-one through an Excel spreadsheet, whether you're doing like an Outlook, seeing past email sent, whether you have a CRM, like there is a path there. It's not just the thing I'm about to show you. What I'm going to show you makes it a lot easier, faster, and better. But you can absolutely go out and do these things on your own. And I do highly recommend, I showed you some results, like this stuff works. Sometimes just spending a few minutes crafting one message, getting it right, and sending it to your list, that can wake up people and produce results. That's the exciting part. So at Genie Rocket, we do something called the Rocket Fuel Retreat. You might have heard me talk about before. That's where you come spend the entire day with me, with Ronnie, with a few other guys, and we help you clarify your message. We shoot your videos. We build you a landing page. Like, it's basically a full, crazy, intensive day, and it's amazing. And I'll share a little bit more about that later if you want to know more about that. But today I'm talking about something a little bit different. It's actually a little bit cheaper, and it's more of kind of a collaborative, done-with-you program. And it's a 3-month intensive. I believe you at least need 3 months of commitment to start to see real needle-moving action. So what we do here in 3 months is we actually help you generate a steady stream of inbound leads. We help you reignite those relationships with your past clients. And we help you enjoy the flexibility to control your own marketing efforts. Part of this does involve some paid ads, but you can turn them off and on at your whim. So it gives you that flexibility and that control. So what we're doing inside of that 3 months is we're giving you just full access to the Genie Rocket system. It's a marketing automation platform. We're powered by a really big tool called High Level that powers over 1 million businesses. It's amazing. It does text marketing, email marketing, all the database reactivation stuff. It's an amazing tool. We also have access to our 24/7 Zoom and live chat support, which is very important because most of us are up at ungodly hours doing big things with marketing or creating things. And sometimes we just need that extra support. And it's hard when it's at 3 a.m. You're like, shoot, how do I add this thing to my funnel? Or how do I change this thing? So we have an amazing team that actually is on 24/7, either live chat or Zoom. We're going to do weekly live group coaching sessions just for this program. This is where I'm going to be leading these. I'm going to invite you guys into the group, and we're going to be talking about very specific things like how to build funnels, how to reactivate your database, how to craft really good offers so you guys can get results. Access to our member lounge with some on-demand training. So we've got lots of pre-recordings of different events that we've done. You just get access to watch. We've got some amazing proven templates, which I love templates because they're a great head start. I'm also a purist designer too, so I understand really good design and the need for that, just like friend Nolan here in the room. But sometimes templates are great when you have an idea, you want to get them launched, and you just need a head start, and you don't have time to start from zero. and then being able to connect to a group of marketing experts. I'm creating a network of people, some that are in this room now, that I'm going to be able to connect you to when you need ongoing support and help, including like videography, paid ad support, those sort of things. But that is what we're doing as kind of our done with you solution that we're really excited to roll out, because I've run an agency for, in the past, over, gosh, a decade. Used to have 15 full-time people. We would do everything for everyone, and it was very expensive. And it was great for a time, but what we've seen happen now is the more that we can have a done with you approach, the collaboration is much more powerful than someone just dropping off something and having it done with an expectation of it's going to take off and fly. So that's what we're doing with Done With You. A couple results here, just people we've worked with. The Drip Bar Keller, they're actually a franchise around the corner. They've been using, the Genie Rocket system with some of our training and bringing in some of their own marketing people. They're now the #2 performing franchise in the nation for Drip Bar. And they are doing awesome. And corporate just leaves them alone because they're doing so well. We've got a really cool dog training academy called Wild at Heart. They've been using Genie Rocket in the system for over a year. They've had about 20% growth from last year. And they've built, they do their proposals through here. They kind of set all their systems up, doing really great growth. And then our friends at Pregnancy Help for You, I think some of you are online watching this too from Pregnancy Help. We helped them raise quite a bit of money, over 40K in donations with the support of Genie Rocket, of how they're using the tool to get people to a landing page and donate and follow up. So it's great for whether you're a franchise or a nonprofit or just normal business. It's been a great system. And I'll finish up here quick. I know we're running out of time. So basically with this program, we're giving you the full Genie Rocket tool, weekly live coaching, on-demand training, expert templates, 24/7 Zoom chat, connections to experts, time and money back, and a system that works. Normally, over 3 months, this is around $4,155, which I would argue is a steal and a great deal. But what we're doing is we're kicking this off, this first cohort, we're doing 12 people just to make sure we can be very intense on getting you guys results. We're doing $1,997 for 3 months. So that's the software tool and all of this for a 3-month commitment. And my commitment to you guys is helping you get results and learning how to use the program. And then if you want to continue after that, it's just a month-to-month fee. And if you already have Genie Rocket, we're doing this for $997 for 3 months. So those are the plans. And I'm going to put these QR codes up here too, just in case you want to scan this. Remember, we only have 12 spots for that first one. So that's our first cohort group of 12 people. It's a 3-month commitment, and it gives you the tool. It gives you all the training, gives you the templates, and my personal help and guidance with you to get results. And if you're already on Genie Rocket, this is the secondary one because you're not having to pay for the tool. First one gives you the tool and the training. Cool, guys. Well, that is it for today for BAM. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you got some good value out of this. Feel free to stick around for a little bit if you want to exchange business cards or chat. We've got some awesome people in the room. I think everybody should know everybody in the room, legit awesome people in here. Thank you guys for being here. Online, thank you guys for sticking to the end here. Hope you got some great value. Hope you have a great weekend. And hope you guys all too have a great weekend. Thanks for being here.